Hello.
Okay, we're live.
We're live, right? We're living and kicking for the last couple of days. We had some issues where computer was acting crazy. Everything was going lally. But be Tony,
Hi,
how's
Tony.
tricky? Everything tricky?
Everything's good. How are
Everything
you?
good?
Yeah, man.
We've been just been a long
I
while.
know, I know, I know.
Yeah.
And we're so happy to be here, but I must let the people know that there was some thunderous events happening that just kept us off air.
I'm telling you.
The great electrical static
Oh.
heralding somebody's birthday, yes. This week,
You had to
yeah?
tell the people I had a birthday?
Yeah.
Oh, you ain't give me none for my birthday.
I didn't?
No.
Well, I
So how
guess
you go tell people about that? You know I can stop you up, right? Because you ain't giving me no budget. You're supposed to be when you open your mouth, you're supposed to have answers.
something to put there.
Yeah, but it coming. The birthday coming. Don't worry. She got you can fix that, right?
I thought I did though.
Oh, okay. All right. She said she did. She buy me a cake or she bake one cake, whatever it
No,
is.
I don't bake, but
Okay.
I bought it.
Oh, she
Yeah.
bought one cake there, and she gave me the cake, and it was a cheesecake.
Contrary to your dietary guidelines,
Yeah,
but
cheesecake nut,
birthdays are special
whatever,
times.
cheesecake nut, whatever it was. It was a cheesecake plus nuts, plus caramel, plus some. Listen, it tastes good. Whatever the mix-up was, it was point on. That's the key. And so, I just love the fact that at least somebody remember me, and my daughter and my son remember me. So I had a good,
Had a good
I had a
birthday.
good birthday.
Was your 50th day?
Yeah. See. I would have said I want to send a shout out because again, the people hit me up. They must think I supposed to be doing it. I want to send a shout out to my brother in Pinewood, my
Oh,
big
okay.
brother. You know, you got a little store in Pinewood. I can't remember the name, but it's a store that sell groceries. That's all I know in
Okay, one
Pinewood.
of those like mom and pop
Yeah,
stores,
yeah,
convenience store they call it.
yeah. And I trying to convince him.
Shop.
Yeah. So he hanging out, he doing well. He watch my show. You know,
Okay.
and he hanging out. He doing well. So I can send a shout out to him. He wanted to shout out, and then I gotta also send a shout out to the people at 100 Jams, the radio station, Tina, and all the girls. I can't remember it, but whatever. And and like I said, it's interesting week.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
Melanie, you know,
So what's been happening aside from the birthday?
yeah, for the birthday, with
Hey,
the
Foxel.
crime. Foxel, good to see the crime. You know,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
that's another piece of
yeah.
A couple of weeks ago, I talk about. See, we got a new setup now. It's outside. It's snowing on
Yeah.
the outside.
Snowing. Yeah.
Thunder and lightning.
Tropical snow.
Yeah, tropical snow. Thunder
Yeah.
and lightning, and it also. So we in the inside today,
Yeah.
and so you see a new setting. We ain't under the tree. We above the tree. So anyhow, but like I say, but this crime thing, I always say, I grew up, I born and grow in crime infested
Mm-hmm.
community. The community I grew up in was Montel Heights, where all the bad boys, and I survived it. I survived it because I hate to say what I'm gonna say, but I'm saying I survived it because it wasn't my parents. People always say your parents. It wasn't my parents. It was my mindset. It's my
Okay.
own personal mindset. You could say parents because they give me my mindset, but it was my own mindset. The problem we have in the Bahamas, we're supposed to take crime. We're supposed to take this on. Um, you don't believe it, but this is true. We trying to legalize marijuana in this country, but marijuana is somehow having a mental, somewhere along the line, our young man is
Seriously affected.
affected by this
Yeah,
marijuana.
psychosis, I
Yeah.
think they call it
Yeah.
in psychology.
So we're gonna take this one of these shows. We can go deep, and I can do some study for y'all. How this marijuana, they saying it's good, but there got to be some bad side. There got to be some bad side because every kid now, even in junior school, not high school, I got the statistic I can tell you. Every kid, every 5 kid, there's 3 kids smoking dope in the government school.
Wow.
So that tells me something is going wrong, and it's too long. We blame the parents. I am sure you. I had a parent, and you had a parent, a mother, and a father.
I still have my
cut-
parents.
Mine's dead, but who cut my backside so I could go on the right path.
Mm.
So
And you know, it wasn't only your mother and father who did it, right? Your older
Yeah,
sisters
your older
and brothers,
sisters,
your
yeah.
uncle, and even the neighbors.
So why is we here? My dumb and dumber prime minister and minister of defense is here talking crap, but listen what they said. I listened to Marvin Names, and you go back and read the tape. He said something. He said is so stupid. He said, when you put powerful guns in children's hands that they don't know about. But Marvin Dames been inspector, superintendent, assistant commissioner. He been in all, right?
Mhm.
He been on the CID. He been in charge of CID. You will tell me Marvin Dames still don't know today, and he in charge of Minister of Defense, that young boys of 16 and 17 could handle a gun better than fellas on the police force?
Trained.
Trained
Wow.
from Iowa, 14 in Montel Heights. I used to throw can up in there and shoot it. I used to actually throw the can up and shoot it. Bap! So I could, from 14, I could have handled a gun.
Okay.
Any type, I could have break it down. And I know,
Assemble it.
yeah, and I know by name, 356, 22. My, I know by name. So, and I wasn't a crime boy. I was just in the community of a crime boy.
Wow.
So you could imagine the young men who were involved in this, and he said they can't handle a gun.
Well, I guess
But
he's speaking from his own field of experience.
Listen to me. There's young men in the community who could handle a gun,
Mm-hmm.
who can shoot better than some of the fellas on the police force. So I don't know where they be and what world they be. And then he said something else is kind of weird. Then he started blaming the parents. Majority of the parents cut these children backside. Majority of the parents will seek out somebody who can help them. They go to the pastor, my son going, these parents are preaching and cutting and doing backside, trying to get their sons on the right road. It ain't the parents, it's the mindset of the church today. You won't see something, then we go on our topic. You won't see something. You ever seen a young girl, when she start get 14, what she start doing? Rebelling, that's the word. She start rebelling.
Well, not only girls, boys
Boys
and
and
girls.
girls. They start
Adolescence is a normal time because they're seeking out their own identity.
Right. So once they start rebelling, parents can't do nothing to these children. And this is across the board. And we can take the show.
Not only that, Tony, you know what also counteracts it is the power is taken from the parents in regards to how to raise and discipline their children.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
And that's another. See. I agree to some point. The community. See, it's the community who's bring up the children.
Mhm.
Not really the parents. See, because when the parents
It
go
does
away,
take a village. It
it's
does
the
take a
community.
village, yeah.
And what has happened? The community are catching eternal hell. So the community don't have time to grow up your child no more
No.
because they're trying to survive in this rough time.
Not only that, the parents don't even want the community's involvement.
Right, and the parents don't want it. So
In a way, when it comes to that, you can blame the parents to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Parents have to go out and work. Kids are left unattended. And
don't
we
let
know,
like it, folks. Don't let like
we know what the profile is like for the young man
So,
in our
yeah.
country.
And so we have to be cognizant to what goes on in our community now. So I will put this plea out there to everybody. Let's get together. Let's help in our community today. Let's make an effort to know who's next door and the girl next door. Try to help, because the police can't do it themselves. We need everybody to play a part to play now into this crime thing, and it's getting a little crazy because people are hurting. People don't have money, so people can find ways.
These are tough. These
Yeah.
are perhaps the toughest time
And
that
if you
we
don't-
have experienced in our lifetime.
Yeah, but if you don't get involved, this is the key. And then I'm moving the show. If you don't get involved, you'll be the next victim.
True.
So you better get involved because you might be the next victim. So you better try help that boy next door or that girl to try to mold these children now to get them on the right path a little bit. So it's everybody's business. It ain't just the parent. It's everybody's business.
And I think I would also like to add to it, Tony. We are, quote unquote, a Christian nation, and we turn to prayer for everything. But faith without work is dead. We must do something. Yes, pray, encourage, but put your hands to the wheel and help wherever you can. Say a kind word. Sometimes all these young people are looking for is love, not control. They get control in the home.
Yeah,
They want love.
and some of the parents got to understand. These children have their own mind. These children have to develop. So you have to let them develop. Sometimes what we want to do, we want them our way, everything our way. And when you start that, they start rebelling and fighting back. So you ain't getting undone. Anyway, moving right along, we done take on the crime situation.
Yes.
Now we're gonna take on.
First 12 minutes of our program.
Yes.
So,
that was important for me
yeah.
as a parent. It was important for me to get that out there because I don't like to bet my country that I love, that I grew up for 58 years.
It's
And in the Bahamas, I remember I used to grow up where I could have walked to the movies and come back 12 o'clock after watching karate.
12 midnight.
Midnight. And I had to worry about that through the dark. I remember walking to school through the bush. I'm going to take you way back. There used to be a big bush in Yellow Ella, right there. From Yellow Ella, you used to go across from Yellow Ella, not Yellow Ella, you used to go across from Ridgeland Park, walk through the big pony bush. Used to be mangrove right there by the mall. Used to walk through the mall, go through there by AFID, and go in the back there by Yellow Ella, where they had no house, the government houses. Come back and just walk to Governor.
Okay.
So I used to walk from Mountain Heights, walk across East Street in the Ridgeland Park, walk across by where the mall. There ain't no fence. Go where the mall used to be. Go across it. Go by where AFL used to be. Go across. Go through and go down the back and then go to Governor. Bush in the back. And I used to walk through bush with my white pants, blue shirt, and I used to literally do walk back. Nobody troubled me. Children can't do that today.
Yeah.
So we can get on our show. So I know the Bahamas, what I used to live in, and I know you never see it again, but at least
We could see it again.
we
but
could
it
try
takes
our
all
best.
of us.
All of us. And these, I love my
Practice what we preach, because
Yes.
we preach Christianity.
everybody talking. Stop talking. Let's do. I can start it. I've been doing it, folks. I've been doing activist social work, this that, for over 30-something years. I've been involved. I might be in the front line. Carlos Reed used to hang out from Richmond Park. We used to hang out in Mother Lights with Lola and them. I've been doing that year before them. When Carlos Reed used to work the Bahamas there, folks. So I talking about I used to do it way back then. I take children in the back of my truck, take them to church, take them. I've been doing this for years. Guys will come up and tell you I've been doing it so long, but I better do it in the behind the scene.
Okay.
I don't need to talk. I need to talk about what I do. Everybody who know me personally know I've been doing that for years. So I got to go back into full time because I got to help some of these children. Anyway, let's take on our show.
Does withholding sex in relationships help or harm?
Used to be married. Oh, you still married? Used to be married, right? You ever hold sex with your husband? You never hold sex with your husband?
No.
You so old school. See that? That's why you ain't got no husband, you know. Because probably if you hold sex, you'd have been there. See, sometimes you got to hold sex for the charm. Don't mind
For
that.
the charm.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got.
But not as punishment.
No. You hold sex to make him want it more, want you more.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta like make him the chase good, you know.
Well, he always was the chaser.
Yeah. You got see.
Yeah, he's a
See,
chaser.
let go like this. If God had made me the hunter,
Mm-hmm.
the man, I haven't.
Mm-hmm.
I got it from my prey. So
And the woman is the prey.
yeah,
Okay.
and if I can lick her down, that's one for me, one for the.
So what really causes people to withhold sex from their partner
Well,
in a marriage situation?
In okay, if you look at this whole thing, there's only two things a woman got power over:
Mm-hmm. Her
And-
body.
her body and her mouth.
She don't have it over her mind.
No, mine come in the mouth.
Oh, okay.
But her mouth, right? And she will use her mouth as a weapon
Mm-hmm.
and use her body as a weapon. Because she know them, like I say, the man is the hunter. She know them, that's something the man wants and he love it. And he will, but let's see, it's the bigger side to this. That's that's the last time when the woman withhold the sex. We got to talk what happens before that.
Yeah, basically what leads to her withholding it.
Right.
Yeah.
And anytime a woman holds sex from a man,
Mm-hmm.
a man should get rid of her.
Really?
Yeah. Go ahead.
You better break that down.
I can break it down for everybody.
Because that's like bop.
Yeah, because when a woman holds sex from a man,
Mm-hmm.
there's a problem deeper.
I agree.
There's a problem.
I agree.
And
But
I can talk about the man's side, then I can talk about the woman's side. So I can
Okay.
break the man's side down,
mm-hmm.
and then I can get to the woman.
Okay.
Okay. Now it goes like this. It starts like this. It starts with a woman talk to you
Mm-hmm.
in a funny way, because she can't get what she wants.
Mm-hmm. So who
Oh.
withholds the sex in that instance?
We're talking about the woman. We're talking about the woman holding sex first.
Oh, okay.
And a woman can't get what she wants. So she start get irritated.
Mm-hmm.
She start talking to you in a funny way. She starts, like example, let me give you example. She will say to you, boy, you know what? You here ain't doing nothing. I doing everything. So she start on a petty wife.
Mm-hmm.
And the petty wives is where she start talking about the petty things, the dishes. You ain't cleaning the dishes. You ain't helping her. She doing everything. She start.
She's
but-
tired. She
Yeah,
gets
yeah,
tired.
she tired.
Okay.
But
And it's more than physical tiredness.
yeah, but in actuality, some women who do this type of trend, who go down this trend,
Mm-hmm.
they are very controlling.
Okay.
So what happens when they start this trend? They don't stop. It goes from one thing to the next. It will go to, why you wearing the same pants? They start picking on everything. See, holding the sex can be the last thing, because you can't get through me. So you know if you withhold the sex at the end of the day, you could. That's something that you really. The only thing is. Like, well, I don't like the way you cut your hair. You see, and then they go from it goes slowly from one thing to the next, very slow, and then it goes to, but why you don't like my sister? See, all these is signs of controlling.
So it starts from one complaint
You're
to
right.
another.
Then the complaints just step up,
Okay.
step up the plate. Then it goes, you not. It goes, you not put enough money. And then, what these crazy, I call them crazy buggers. They're crazy. They're manipulators. I can get to the withholding sex. We're getting there. I just breaking it.
Yeah, I mean, you're painting the picture as
This
to
is-
how we reach to
Right.
that point.
And then what the woman do, she start throwing gesture at you.
What sort of gesture?
Yeah. You ain't all that. Why you think you all that?
Oh, jeez.
Yes. And then it go from there. Then it go, watch now. Then it go, this is where it goes. The next step is, hurry up. That's where it goes. I'm breaking it down. If you have any comment, hit me up, and I can. It goes, hurry up. That means you can have it now, but hurry up. But here's the trick. Here's what you. I will say the word, but I can't say the word.
Why?
No, I can't say that word. You should get rid of these crazy bitches. That's what I would say. But so then it becomes. Well, I am not turning over. You gotta take it from the back. You gotta take it this, or you gotta do this. And I see, this is real talk, folks. If you can't take this real talk, you can find another channel, because I'm playing today. We going straight. Then, see, it just step up the ladder. So the withholding sex coming. So now she can't.
I see a progressive
A
breakdown in the relationship.
Right. And so now, the last says before she withhold sex, you don't really love me. See, she switched the whole topic. You only want sex. What you mean you only want sex?
Hi, Audrey.
Hey, Audrey, what you mean you only want sex? What you there for? You there for my comfort when I want to have sex. Right?
That's one reason.
Yeah. And then see this is crazy. This is crazy. This is a crazy. This woman head ain't good. This is a woman you should leave. You should never be with this kind of woman. These kind of women are manipulators, and they think for themselves. I get the man. I ain't just gonna beat the woman.
When you say they think
Mhm.
for themselves, would you think they're being selfish?
Normally, these the woman who got their children from another marriage,
Oh.
and they have their gender. They only really want you to take care of them. They really want you in the whole, but to send you here, you gotta play the role. So now, what has happened? Again, the withhold sex. So what happens now with the next step is gonna be, okay, I'm gonna give you what you give me.
And what is that?
So if you give me 50%, I give you 50%.
So it's tit for tat.
Yeah, you can get 50%. You can get
Okay.
50% of love.
Okay.
So
Because you're only giving 50%.
yeah. So I can lay down in the bed, and you can jump. I can jump on top of you, and then you can frustrate me because you want me to don't beg you because you want to withhold the sex.
Okay.
Okay. So now we get to where the withholding the sex come. So now when women withhold the sex from men get angry because most men can't really take no for an answer. That's like, you disrespect me. They come with all kind of excuse. Now let me talk about the man. See, you got to talk about the man and the woman. That's how the
That's
woman,
how the women
right.
Maneuver
Right. Now
and
we
withhold sex.
now we talking about the man.
Man, yeah.
Okay. The woman, the man will withhold sex also. His own different.
Yeah.
He withhold sex when he got a little sweetheart. He got a little thing around the corner. So he give you a little bit.
Okay.
He stretch you out. Instead of you gonna get this on time, well, you getting this now and then, because I gotta stretch it out. You see? See, what men do, men use control to withhold sex. They will.
Or they withhold it as a form of control.
Right. So we hold it because we hold the money. See, we use the money and the sex as our power because we got the money. Remember I say the woman hold the sex, and the only thing she got is her sex in her mouth. You know, she'd beat you bad with her mouth. Woman drive a man crazy with her mouth. You wouldn't believe a man will run to the airport. If you don't run out of the house, you go crazy. When they start, they don't stop. They go from something happened last week, something happened a year ago, move on. But let's go back to the man. The man usually be the slick mover, slick maneuver. He holds sex in a slick way. See, woman, you'll know woman holding sex, because when it's time to make like she getting out of bed, when you almost close to that moment, she just finds something. Oh, I gotta go get it. She's fine. So what she try to do is throw you off and keep you at bay. But women who usually hold sex, either they control him, or either they trying to get a message to you you're not hearing. But it's so wrong to withhold sex or withhold anything in a relationship, not just sex, money, cars, because this is not a game. This is a relationship, and a relationship is based on give and take. 90% of the time, people in a relationship don't like to give and take. They like to take. Yeah. Some women and men be like, take, we don't give. And when a man give, he like to receive. You think women like to receive? Most men like to receive. Why I give you my money is because I want something in return. So
and what is that?
So if I meet this young girl on the street, she run me to 6 weeks. You know, they play this game. Child, the 6 weeks game. You know, you go on the 6 weeks game, right? And at the end, you play the 6 weeks game because you playing that out. At the end of the 6 weeks game, you expect to get it. And so I can start to be holding my money after 6 weeks. Because now I realize you trying to play me. And I ain't gonna let you play me. That's how man thinks. I'm just telling you, withholding sex is not what God had described in the marriage. Okay. Anytime a woman or a man withholds sex, there's some underlining something is wrong.
Definitely a sign.
And most times, it's be simple things. When woman like to go to counseling, man don't hardly go to counseling. Woman run to counseling for everything. She got a teeth crack, she go run.
But why? Why does she run to a counselor?
Because her friend said to her, hey, hold on. It's all about a woman thing. It ain't nothing to do with common sense no more. Common sense gone out the window. Counseling, all counseling is going to do for you is to tell you what you know.
True, but guess what? Women go and seek the advice of counselors mainly as a mediator. why, two things happen. One, either y'all don't talk, or two, when y'all start talking with your hand.
Yeah, but see,
So, to be effective, they seek out someone who will help to keep the conversation flowing. Because y'all don't have no patience
see,
when it comes to communicating.
yeah, but you could talk to me and you could have this great conversation.
Mm-hmm.
If sometimes you just listen.
The
Woman don't
woman
like,
must listen.
yeah, man or woman, sometimes they have to listen. We're talking about
Okay.
both stories,
Okay.
both sides. You don't expect me to listen to you when you done rile me up. You done make me mad 10 times. See, there's no listening after an argument. There's really no listening.
But then the question is, why the arguments? Why can't there just be a regular conversation? Another thing I know women have a problem with is you have to tell you all something 3 and 4 times. You tell it to you today, you do better tomorrow and the day after, and the third day you back to the same old habit
So,
of practice.
let me ask you a question. If I like to throw my towel in the bathroom over the shower, over the shower tub, and I did that for all my life, okay, what make you think I can change overnight?
That
Think
was the
about it.
problem with you throwing it there to begin with.
I did this all my life with my mother,
Mm-hmm.
right? I told
But you think those are the things
Yeah.
that cause people to have
yeah,
to
but
go to counseling?
it was a trained behavior.
It's a habit.
It's a habit. So now you come
Excuse me.
one and angry with me because
That's
I
what
told
you do.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Mm.
You have to understand. You have to understand at one point that it take me some time to get out of that. I just can't do it.
I agree with you.
But woman,
Something like that is
Woman.
really not
listen.
a big issue.
Big issues are little things. Let me give you an example. Lifting up the toilet seat. That's a big issue for a woman. Because when she fall and sit on that hard thing, the pee and she don't look at it.
Because guess what?
That's a big
It's
issue.
one habit versus the
Yeah.
other.
But
But
if I live in my house,
we both should be learning.
yeah, but if I live in my house by myself
Mm-hmm.
and I lift the toilet up,
You
I
leave it
leave
up
I
because
leave it
when
up.
you go back
Yeah.
again, it already
so
up.
now I have to learn that now I living with this woman.
Mm-hmm.
So that it don't come easy. I one or twice I can miss. I can try my best, but I may miss. So you tell me you gonna row me
Because
because what?
listen, I'm not going against it, you know. I actually see that as a selfish act because you're male, you're programmed as male. You've been trained to lift the toilet seat. We have been trained to put it down. So when I am going to use the toilet,
Mhm.
I should check because now my awareness is I am sharing this space with a man. A man used the toilet with the seat up. I need to use it with the seat down. So before I sit down, I check to make sure that it's down. That should not be a point for argument or disagreement in a relationship. That's my advice.
Yes, because but in a relationship, yeah. But in a relationship, it is a fact that is a fact that people are arguing about.
Yeah,
the
we
same matter.
argue about a lot of things that really makes no sense. I learned, even though it was late in life, unless there is some harm to come to someone as a result of something that is an established habit for an individual, you just have to learn how to turn a blind eye, a deaf ear, a dumb tongue, right? Because, boy,
Because go ahead.
it's like you and I, Every family in the Bahamas cook peas and rice.
Every family.
In order to cook the peas and rice, you have to peel an onion, right? And depending on what else you put in it. Does it matter if I put the onion in first or the thyme
It
in the
doesn't
pot
matter.
first?
Well-
But because you've been trained that you steam and fry the onion down first and then add the thyme, whenever you see me cooking, why are you putting it like that? 10 ways, more than one way to skin a cat. So we transfer these little differences into the bedroom. Now, I think what happens is the way that we communicate our differences that drives a veg that eventually turns over into sexual distancing.
Yeah. But now I'm going to bring the topic. I was saving it, but I'm going to bring the topic that everybody want to hear. Women withhold sex, mostly because when they believe that their man is stepping out or having some affair. Okay, this is where the big problem.
Yeah.
This is the big problem.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's an adjustment.
Now we can deal. Now we can deal with this. I can fix some of these women today. Fix some of these women today, so they get it right.
So you think there's something wrong with a woman when she finds out that you're stepping out? If she decides to withhold sex from you?
I'm trying to figure which way to go, but I can take this on now. I can leave that part for last. I can go with this one first and then I can come to you. Bahamian woman has to understand. On the sound of my voice, I wish every Bahamian woman listen to what I say. We can have a big discussion about this. I wish I get my fans out there to get involved. Foxhill and Audrey. Bahamian woman has to understand. When you find your man step out on you or scheming or whatever it is, what the words you want to use, withholding sex is not the right thing to do.
Well, guess what? I could be the voice for the women.
Could be the voice.
If I am giving you sex on demand, on request, or just spontaneously when the mood hits me and or you, and there is no problems in our relationship, our marriage. When I discover that you are having sex with someone else other than me, what message are you sending to me?
I might step out and accidentally step out.
Usually those accidental things don't get discovered. That's
Yeah,
a secret
yeah, but
that
see-
most men carry to their grave.
Let me share this with you and the public. And I get back at us. Let's not lose our trend. Men, let me see how it's going. When men get frustrated with something, they don't have the skills of communication. So what they do, they go out and sometimes they go out and they discuss
With their friends.
with female because they might want a bounce back how to deal with this matter at home.
And so then they get a demonstration.
And then, well, they run over Jordan. Hey, so, and what men do, see, this is a mistake men do. They go out there and talk to these women trying to get the feedback to how to deal with this matter. And they don't realize the woman sometimes out there is just waiting.
Oh yeah, he
For
got a
opportunity.
problem home, let me fix it for him.
And so he get caught into something that
Caught in the trap.
he don't realize Jezebel is bigger than him.
Okay.
Yeah. And
So he chose the wrong counsel.
yes, see, because he believed that he was trying at home so many times, but it didn't work.
So was he communicating with the wife though?
Yeah,
Why
but-
you go out talking
But
to someone?
sometimes the wife is be so far gone. Okay, let me explain.
So if she far gone, then you
Yeah.
gone out there to
No,
look for
no,
somebody.
when I say far gone, they be so angry. Sometimes the wife is be so angry.
She angry, you frustrated.
Right. And so it become a big
So
instead
why
of,
you don't go to another man to
No,
get it?
no,
Counsel? Why a woman?
because dude's stupid. Most dudes can tell you, go sweetheart. Come on now. We live in the real world. Let's talk real talk.
Oh.
This under the tree. We tell it real. And
So the man would tell you go find a sweetheart.
yeah. So what Fox said I say?
Fox will say, the woman will also tell you to wear a condom. So she say, knowing that he stepped out, that then is used. What that is then used for him to stay out.
Yeah, but see, I'm gonna give you why it shouldn't be this way. Let me explain. So I just want to tell you why women should withhold sex, and then I get you folks out. So what has happened when a woman or when a man step out and he go and have an affair? Most time men step out, they don't really want to have another woman, you know.
No, what they want.
They want to have the reliever, stress reliever, or a conversation and end up to be this big thing. Because a man don't want nobody jump on his woman, you know, his woman. He don't want nobody jump on his woman. So he trying to be careful. Now we ain't talking about the fellow who can just go and do, you know. We're talking about the man who make mistakes. But here the problem, here why it never get fixed. Because the woman is so distraught or so irate that when he get caught and he come home, he wants to say, honey, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. I went down the wrong road. All right. But she's giving him no option because what she's going to do, the first darn thing she's going to do is act stupid. Then the second thing she do, withholding sex. Now, let's go back to the withholding sex. This conversation. You know, man, sex is a natural thing. Man loves sex. So if you withhold the sex, what you expect the man to do? Go back and see him
Person.
poison that. So
Give him
what?
the relief in the first place.
Yeah. So what you're doing, and that's when I say
Sending him back to
send
the
him back
reliever.
because if you see, if you sit down and have a reasonable and a decent, straight out conversation, it's better than having this rah 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 rah. That is why we're talking about withholding sex, and this is why women withhold sex, and
Why?
this is why women withhold sex
Why?
when men goes out and do fool.
Okay.
All right, but most men, when they go out and do fool, sometimes they want to reconcile. They want like, honey, look, I made this mistake. This is, but most women have this thing when you step out.
Stay out according to Fox.
Yeah, that's why I go back and forth and stay out. This is a mental thing where she go, oh, she going crazy. You ain't got, and you can't talk to her and tell mama. It's, for some of them, if they accept you back, they withholding sex now and then.
Whenever the memory come up.
Right. And they bring that conversation of you repeatedly.
Yeah. Because in her mind, you had no reason for stepping out.
In her mind, there might have been, she never paid attention. There would have been so much reason for them to step out.
That's a very vital point.
Because see, in love and in relationship, it's a forgiving thing. It has to be where you forgive and forget.
Well, Foxhill says that she withholds because of the sexually transmitted infection.
Yeah, but Foxhill, there's sometimes women withhold sex and don't even know if the man sleeping. Sometimes men don't even sleep with him.
That's true.
Some might want to they be friends, but they know how far to go.
On the path to sleeping.
That could
Because
that could be true too.
friendship in a state of
Readiness, state of mind,
well, I was gonna say in a state of hunger.
Yeah.
Because when you're hungry, you go look for food.
Yeah.
Right. So
But-
if you're sexually starved at home, then obviously
and
the friendship is gonna end up feeding you
majority of
more than just words of comfort.
majority of homes would having this problem. We got a lot of homes in this situation. You'll be amazed, Foxel. You'll be amazed how many homes have this problem, where the wife and the husband sleeping in different rooms. You'll be amazed. This is why, and all because one.
Indiscretion.
Yeah. One. Just take one.
One episode.
And see, once a woman put in their head, it's done. Or once a woman, if a woman, you could have 10 million friends, but if one woman think the one in the pink dress, you have an affair with, you can't take her head. It's over.
Well, now one thing with women,
Mm-hmm.
what men don't realize is we watch.
But
Action speaks louder than words.
some men have a way where they be chatty, or some men have a way where
And whilst you chatting,
Yeah.
she flirting.
yeah, some men
Okay.
flirt, some men flirt, some women flirt. That don't mean they sleep. Some women are flirt. That don't mean they go into bed with this person. See, and men who withhold sex because he believe his wife is or his girlfriend is stepping out, or he has some eye or something. Man, listen. There's too many. Fox, we can get to you right now. There's too many marriages in the Bahamas are hurting over these. Things could be solved.
And how can it be solved? Well, but what Fox Hill is saying is that the wife is willing after you would have slept with somebody else, but her requirement is that you wear a condom. And the man problem is, but you're my wife, why should I wear a condom? How do I know that you wore one when you were out there?
When a man get over 50, he can't make sex with condom. Because in his mind, see, old school.
So that's why he needs to do what? That's why he needs to stay
right.
at home.
Yeah, that's what he said. See, men in the older age don't really use condom. And they're the ones who like to go for young girls. They love it.
And that's why so many wives are in their graves whilst the husband is still there messing around with the young girl.
Yeah, but and I agree with Foxel. When you come to them trying times, you should use condom. Women should not. I understand how they feel. They feel violated. But in good grace of keeping your marriage or trying to work on your marriage, you shouldn't close the door to sex. Because if you close the door to sex, brother man going somewhere to get it. All right? Sorry.
Yeah, Fox will say after 50 you should stay home.
Yeah, you should. Because your pistol should be weakened anyhow. So you mustn't stay home to that whole thing and what do you mean?
50?
I say after 50. After 50 means 55 and older, no.
Why should
most of them
why should the sex organ be weakened unless you have some disease?
Yeah,
like
most of them
diabetes, high blood pressure, and all that other kind of stuff.
But hear me, man. Listen.
That's from overuse. If you
70% of Bahamian men got diabetes. The another 10% use his tool so much that the tool can't bend everything. Hey, come on.
But
sex is a big thing in the Bahamas.
Yeah, but sex is also, I think after 50, the visual control is removed, and then there is the intimacy aspect that kicks in. And so therefore now, you have to make sure that you are in a relationship with someone that you love, you can converse with, and the quality time that you spend together basically is equivalent to foreplay,
So now,
where you are so in tune with this person, the touching, the nice words, the dinners, the music, the movies, all the things that you do together as you age. These are the things that basically enhances intimacy, and therefore your sexuality
and let
is
me
enhanced.
and let me tell you, the last reason why
Mm-hmm.
that sex has been withheld. We're talking about sex withhold, and this is the real reason that most times sex has been withheld.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you love somebody, you don't hold nothing from them.
True.
So most of these marriages, they ain't love one another. That's the nuts and the bolts.
So the element of love is missing. It's
Yes.
not present.
That's the real fact of the whole holding. Because if you love
But Tony,
somebody,
you know, you are absolutely right. Love, when you look at what love does, withholding is never one of the things, unless you are actually withholding it from yourself to enhance the other person.
yeah, but you see, so most relationship, you can get Foxel then.
Yeah, Foxel's is basically saying that once the bond is there, it will not be a problem.
Right, that's what we're talking about love.
Mm-hmm.
They don't really love one another. Most times in marriages only like one another, you know.
Huh?
Marriages only like one another.
People that are married only like
Yeah,
each
majority,
other.
well, majority of marriages only like one another.
Some
You don't
don't
love them.
even like one another.
Yeah, there was never no love. Oh gee, here we go. There was never no love. Trouble start now. There was this dude that you look at his hair curly and you want your children have curly. Children have curly. There was never no love there. See, and there was this dude looked like he could have good children and he take care of your children. So you want, oh this dude, you all woman never really love no. These some of these dudes y'all marry. Ain't no
Audrey
love.
say
Audrey.
she want to say so much, but she don't want to type. She say you all got the idea.
Oh, we got the idea. Yeah, Audrey. But like I say, really and truly, if you really listen, let's go back to the Bible. How much time if you give?
70 times 7.
Okay, so if you really love somebody, and somebody step out on you,
Yeah.
you gonna work with that person because you love that person. You love
And that person must also
love you. Yeah. But
And that's the only time you're really gonna have a conversation, an opportunity to resolve whatever the mistake was. Because for me, I'd want to know what caused you to go out there. You understand? And try to
you want to break it down.
Yeah,
You want to
yeah.
know. You want
Find
to know
the
if
reason
you have a problem playing this.
to prevent
There
it
you
from
go.
happening again.
There's too much marriage in the Bahamas is on the rocks, and
communication is one of the major problems.
and for simple things,
And the absence of love.
you could build a relationship after somebody stepping out. You could see.
You can
There's
establish the trust.
yes.
And
It might take time.
because the love never really went anywhere. And I have heard people say in a number of arenas, especially men, it's not that I don't love my wife, and it's not even that I'm not in love with her. Sometimes this is what we call crime of passion, where there was an argument, you were hot, you leave the house, and that's why, there is an advice that some people say, before you come to fists, one must leave the house, but when you leave the house, where do you go?
Yeah.
It's definitely never in the arms of another man or woman.
And most times, the woman that these men go to
She waiting.
always got something sweet that the wife don't have.
really
Oh yeah, they
sweet
always
words.
sweet word. They always got something sweet, you know, and then they could tell you what's going on in your house. How you could tell me what's going on in my house?
Because I'm watching you.
Yeah, but
And a lot of people are watching.
no,
And
because
a lot of people desire
because-
what the other person has.
because man fool,
Covetousness.
because man fool.
Men are indeed.
Yeah, we fool. See, because the same thing you could build out there, you could build in the house.
Yeah.
See, if
You
that
just have to put your effort into it.
if that dress hang down in the house, you could take pins and stick it up. What get up? You could do all sorts of things. You could string it with cloth. You could imagine.
I like what you're saying,
Yeah.
you know. You're talking about the breast, and that's the same thing with men who find excuses. Oh, she get fat. Oh, she this. Oh, she that. Now, after you would have extended yourself to improve her, endear her, boost her confidence, because a lot of times women are looking for affirmation from their partners. They're looking for you to say, honey, I don't really like what you're wearing. Why don't you put this on instead? Or you look so stupid. Why don't get out of that stupid looking thing? That puts a woman in a very bad place that she wants to withdraw from you.
The signs of bad relationship, I explained it earlier, where all of a sudden the husband is come up talking about, your hair don't fix. I don't like your hair. Why you cut your hair? Oh, your hair, you need to grow it long. All of a sudden, you start having a problem with your wife.
That is not necessarily her.
All of a sudden.
Right.
And these are mental sick people when they start this. When
They're
start
looking for excuses, like you say. They're looking for excuses.
But not only excuses, they're mental. See, because what they doing, they're having this, what do you call it? When you go back to a childhood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
they regressing?
Yeah, regressing in their mind. See, some of them tell them that they could go and take on the world now.
That's because of the midlife crisis, right? They have a shortage, and they want to believe that is not the reality for them.
So they start picking on you, the wife or the husband. They start picking, like I say, they start telling you about your hair. Then they can say, well, that pants you wear, and why you keep wearing the same shit? These little signs are dangerous signs. When you see these things start happening, watch out.
Somebody outside.
There's something going on. So watch these signs, and don't let these knuckleheads try to deter you to stay in focus. See, when they get derailed, because somebody on the outside start, I can say it, feeling their balls, you know. so somebody starts, playing with them. They start all of a sudden.
And that's exactly what they do, and they only playing with them.
So
to
now
get what they want, and then after that,
they come home, they complaining, why is these dishes ain't clean? But you ain't wash them. You come home, you the one who eating them and leave it there. Why you expect me? So then they come home and say, man, this is a key one. Man, when we were younger, man, we used to have good sex. Now we have it. Listen, me brother, you don't go old. You think you stay strong and you ain't old. The devil's a liar. You come here picking. You know what you need to do? Because you go on outside and meet this young thing who spit in your ass and tell you some secrets that you so stupid.
Tell you sweet lies.
Yeah, you're so stupid. You cannot see the girl taking all the money. So you stay
boosting,
home. Yeah, still you stay home.
Stroking your ego.
You get folks.
Yeah, folks will say, explain what sweet the woman on the outside have that the wife don't have.
Oh, she got plenty. On the woman on the outside? What's sweet? Let me tell you what's sweet on the outside. She can cock up. You ain't gonna cock up. She can turn cat guts. You still on your old trend. Let me tell you what else she got to sweet on the outside. She can bring another person in the bed. You ain't doing that. There's a lot of things on the old. Fox, and you ask it again. Tell it straight. There's a lot of things on the outside. She can get drunk, and then she can hold the glass, and then he might never drink before, but he can start drinking. He feels sweet. So she got the whole setup on the outside. You ain't got to worry
She
about.
make him feel brand new.
Yeah, she can put him in the tub. Let me tell you what else. She can bathe him. She can scrub his feet. She can pick his face. You ain't got no time for this, Foxel. You ain't got no time for this because you busy trying to take care of them children and trying to keep house. This woman ain't got none of that. All she got is a house where he coming and he paying for. That's what's going on. That's what's going on.
Excited.
Yes. Yes. When-
Exactly. And she 50 as well, the wife 50.
Yeah.
But don't let your creativity die with your age. As you age, you are supposed to get what they say, age like wine,
wine.
right?
But-
Get better all the time.
But see, you home, you and Audrey home, watch this now. Y'all playing games with y'all things. This, you're, child, you could get it later tonight. Nigga want it now. You run here playing with this little thing. You think, you think this nigga got time for you? Listen, and then you come into bed.
Practical or impractical.
And then hold on.
Woman got to go to work the
Hold
next
on,
day.
I tell the truth.
Girl.
Hold on, I tell the truth. And then you telling them, but don't ride me too much, because I gotta go to work. Same thing. I gotta go to work tomorrow. Then you telling them, say, now listen, the children in the next room. So he having sex, and he can't even express himself.
Restrictions,
So all this, you gotta get this right, folks. All you marriage folks, so you can get this right. Stop putting this in a box. You gotta get this dude. When he go to apartment, he paying only her one there. He could holler all night. Even if it's faking, he hollering. She faking all along. So he enjoying it. When he he happy.
So then the wife start dressing up and setting the stage. You vex, cause what? She untired.
Yeah.
Cause you tired.
Yeah.
Ah.
But I'm talking both ways. Some fellas be tired. Some don't be tired. But most of the relationship in the Bahamas, especially we talking about marriage now. Most of the relationship in marriage, we're talking about the single girls like y'all who's single. Most of the ones in marriage is where the problem is, because the married couple has been doing this for 30 years.
All routine, the
Yeah.
routine.
And it seems like the wife always say it works. I could do this. She have a plan. She say I could wash the dishes, wash the clothes, this, that. Then when I come to bed, this is how the wife go. You could have me. And the wife will say, you can have me anytime. 4 hours ago. See, he wanted it when he was washing the dishes because he looked sexy washing the dishes to him. See, this is the trend you have to watch. See, this is why marriages go on a blink. Some days you gotta just block,
Cut
put
it
things
short.
down and say, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's go out for dinner. Let's do it. See, you gotta stop your routine so you could
So
I'm gonna get Audrey.
the
in there.
Bahamian woman has been programmed wrong. We've been programmed to believe that our responsibility is to clean the house, take care of the children, and then give your husband sex. But for the man, you expect us to give you sex, then clean the house and take care of the children.
Yeah, but see. Let me say how it works, folks. It works like this. If you, like some women say, I don't like to make love in the morning. I like to make love in the night.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got their preference. I might come home and I might want it lunchtime. Now watch this. If you will drop your cooking the meat, whatever you're doing, and make love to me at lunchtime when I come home, I will feel good in my heart now after you do this so a couple of times. I come down, season the meat for you. I can relieve some of that stress for you because I know what you're doing to me, and for me, I can reciprocate. But there's too much time women don't look at it in that light. See, you so focused on what you're doing for 10, 15 years.
And what your mama trained you to do. Yeah. Audrey say there needs to be understanding and communication. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. We already read that.
Okay. Yeah, and in an old marriage, in communication, in an old marriage, communication mode is set.
If we was to go back, Tony, to the love walking concept that you introduced some program ago, the communication is a part of that because farewell before leaving the home that morning, a whisper in the air that gives us something to think about, that gives him something to think about.
But some people are not.
So the love walking.
Some people are not affectionate.
But you see,
some people are not affectionate.
But some people are not. But when you love somebody, you're willing to learn how to be.
Yeah, but some see. Okay. Let's go. I can go back to your conversation.
We're not naturally affectionate, some of us,
right?
But we learn to become.
Bahamian relationship do not now built on love. Most
you think it's only Bahamian?
I'm talking about Bahamian relationship because Bahamians men, really be honest, Bahamian men not affectionate, you know. We sexing.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
You're right.
We jigging and we wanna. They ain't really like the white man.
They don't want no.
Grab your child and put on his shoulder.
Right.
Right. That's a woman thing. You grab your children. My man dropped the children and he gone. Yeah. So we are not affectionate.
And that's why women are so tired all the time.
And so the woman wants this
affection. She wants some attention.
And so
she wants some sweet words.
Yeah.
But you know what, Tony? It ain't that you all ain't affectionate, you know. You all do it in the beginning of the relationship, and after you get that woman in a comfortable place, you stop.
No, but we're never affectionate. We put on. We only pretending.
Okay.
We faking.
So, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We faking to get what we want.
Okay.
So
the woman needs to keep you all faking. And that's probably why,
Audrey,
you know, because
understanding and communication, we got you, Audrey.
Because it's the only thing. Withdrawal is the only thing that get your attention, and that's why so many women do it.
Yeah, but
if I constantly lay it out on the table to you, I am empty because I want some affection from you, but all you want is sex. There was a video clip that went around where the guy talked about the different excuses that he get from his wife about not having sex.
Woman got excuse. But see, those women...
And he count how many times I tired.
Yeah. I come back. I have somewhere to go. It's always an excuse.
Later.
Yeah. But see, what a woman trying to tell you, you ain't listening. That ain't what she's trying to tell you. She's trying to tell you that I am not going to give you this thing.
Until you give me what I want.
Yeah. But no, this is what's going on. Really, watch this now. I am not giving you this thing until the end of the week or 3 times a week. See, you're on a time clock. Most Bahamian women put man on a time clock. That's why most men sweetheart.
Because the clock, so in between the clock,
there you go.
He go and get what he needs because when he needs it, he needs it, and the clock ain't gonna work for him.
And Bahamian women have this concept in their head: I will not let you ride me up, ride me. They learn that from their ma, and they learn that they learn from the ma. So they come in with their ma.
Mentality.
Yeah. Not that I love you and if this gotta give me 5 days a week, let's do this 5 days a week.
But guess what?
And I can be there for you.
When there is genuine love between a husband and a wife, there even ain't no discussion because you all you see on my
Check what I can tell you now. Remember the last time you see your mother and daddy kiss?
when I was
Okay? When you was 3, right?
well, that's because they
Would you-
were separated at that
No, but
time.
even in the same house, you know why they don't kiss?
Why?
Because
And that is a key
Yeah,
message
but-
that we send
but
to
you know
our
why?
children.
Yeah, they're holding. They didn't want the children to see you kiss
But
because
then that is damaging.
it's damaging
It's
on both ends.
damaging,
On
yes.
both ends, damaging to the child because the child see, nah, my daddy don't love me, man. Come on, if we be affectionate, if they were affectionate, and you, mommy, daddy, you all love one another. They'll discuss it. They'll say, all you do is kiss.
Find a room or go
Yeah.
get a room
Yeah.
or something to that effect
And-
because they just see it so.
And it's so good to be happening.
And so
Because-
it's modeled.
Be-
And so they know that this is what people in love do.
Exactly. But that's why I say ain't much in loving these marriages. I seen it all. I seen it all. But some of them only staying together because some women only staying in marriages because they can't do no better.
Okay.
Financially they can't do no better.
Mm.
Secondly, some are staying in because they got children and they don't want the children get hurt because the children love their. We Bahamians use these excuses. So, the day before we close, our show was based on withholding sex
Mm-hmm.
in marriages and relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Now we had gone through this, we discovered that this is the worst thing you could do in your relationship.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Because now if you withhold sex from me, I gotta find it somewhere. I can't shoot it on the wall.
And if you read the Bible,
yeah.
well, you aren't supposed to do
Right.
that, eh?
And so, as a married man,
Uh-huh.
if I'm married, you are withholding sex from me. So what are you doing to me is you are pushing me out. Women, despite all the problems, need to stop doing this and try to use the communication as the weapon. And so before we close, Fox, are you saying something?
She
So
says
if we-
selfishness.
Yeah, we are selfish. And I'm admit something here today. I shouldn't admit because I shouldn't. But men are very selfish. And also men create.
Some women are too.
Some women are, but
Some women
most
are too.
but most men are very selfish, and we create so many traffic in our marriages.
Cause a lot of pain.
Yeah.
A lot of
And so-
disappointment.
So what you could gain from this show today is that have a little more patience. Have a little more patience.
Sit down and talk it
Yeah.
over.
Communicate with one another.
And
Stop-
I,
stop this withholding
am not
sex thing.
sure. I'm not sure if I am right, but
Mm.
I believe that if you are dissatisfied with your partner, a man's best time to hold a conversation with him is after you've given him sex.
Really, it is.
And so whatever the problem is,
Or before, because you got the attention.
right,
After or before.
right.
Yeah. So you got the attention.
And so and before could work just
Just
maybe even better. the sex now is super. It's great.
In love relationship, there is no I and me. There's both of us, we
Yeah.
as one.
And you know,
And so we gotta work on in the Bahamas. Folks, I like to say this to you. In the Bahamas, you wouldn't believe. I've been talking about relationship. See, Audrey them and show they know me. I've been talking about relationship from I was 19, 20. I used to talk about a relationship. I had a sister. I could talk it. My sister get mad. That's her business. I had a sister who I used to row all the time. She used to tell me her husband this and that. I said, listen to me. You marry him. You choose him. Go get it right. Don't bring no other man here. Because I ain't accepting it. So you go and work it out with him. And I used to tell her that all the time. And she used to be angry.
and that's the way.
Because I would not
family
accept.
Go and work it out. Your
Yeah.
mothers tell you go home, go back
Go.
and sort it out.
And we got to go back to that.
And that's why a lot of women go for counseling,
Yeah.
because if they can't get through to their husbands, they feel maybe a counselor can help. Okay?
Man don't take lightning to
But
counseling.
no.
Man take lightning to God. Let me explain that. When a man hear from God, he cleans up his act.
And so he have to be listening to God.
Yeah.
So the woman
That's
has to,
only-
and some of them don't want to hear God.
But the point I made, this is what I'm making. Only God can change some of them.
Okay.
That's the point I'm making.
Okay. But
So counseling
as-
about
yeah.
go on
And
your
so
knees.
as we close though, before
Go
I
on your
forget,
knees.
I think the best point that we need to bear in mind when it comes to marriage and sex is that no partner really has the right to withhold sex
None.
from their partner
No.
unless it is an agreement between the two of them,
And remember,
according to the Bible.
I'll stick it, yeah, according to the Bible, but I'll stick this and say this. The worst thing you can do in your marriage is hold sex. Of all the things you do, the worst thing is hold sex. Let me tell you, I have been talking marriage about almost 40 years, relationship and marriage. I seen it all. I seen it all. You want to see a good relationship? Ask a person. And this anytime you want. This is, see, right away, you talking food. Because you only talking food. Let's do the right thing. Let's get it over. You got anything to say before we close?
No, just practice forgiveness, open communication, and show and express love openly, always. Daily, do something nice for your partner.
We got one good show coming up, folks. Get ready, get ready. Get ready, get ready, get ready. We have a hot one coming. Boy.
Yeah, and that
Whoa.
next week.
Yeah, I ain't
Okay.
gonna let the secret out yet. I can send.
Thank you so much for joining us. Remember, COVID is still with us. New strains are coming out, and so I turn over the promotion to Tony.
And the song say, raise up your apron, gal. Hard times are falling. Raise up your apron, gal. Hard times are falling. Isaiah,
Yeah,
raise up your apron.
yeah.
See, we sing these songs, raise up your apron, gal. Hard times. What I mean, you selling it? Hard times are falling.
Anyhow, the COVID message says keep your distance, wash your hands,
Put
wear
your
your
mask on.
mask.
Just wash. Keep washing them hands.
Yeah.
Hey, COVID is slowly, rapidly taking men. You notice that? Taking the men in up in age, over 50. So we gotta, men our age, we gotta be smarter. Oh, before we go, I had a story. And I gotta say this because I went into the store this morning and the guy, security sprayed the lady hand. Sprayed. You put one hand out, sprayed. You know what I see the lady do? She walk like she going. So you know she never
Rub
wash.
her hand.
No, she lick her one hand,
Mm-hmm.
and then when she get, therefore she wipe it on the box. So folks, let me tell you what I'm saying. Let me tell you what I'm saying.
People are not complying.
People are not complying, so you have to be smart
Vigilant.
and
Yes.
vigilant. You have to be vigilant in these stores,
Mm-hmm.
in these offices. Be vigilant. Watch the people.
If
When you go to
nobody
some-
wash their hands, you make sure
you
are
wash your
washing,
hands. You
sanitizing.
Make sure
Yes.
you
Yes.
wash.
Sanitize shared surfaces and so forth.
So have a great day.
And we look
We'll see you
forward to
back
seeing
Sunday, 3 o'clock. I'll let you know this show. This great show. Like I say, hard times are
Yes.
falling.
Thank you so much, Fox Hill.
Have a great day,
and
Audrey.
for your
Enjoy the show.
comments. And thank you to all our silent viewers in the background, because we know you're there
And hit us up.
and you're faithfully watching us. Sophie, haven't heard from you. I hope all
We know
is
you're
well.
there. Sandra, we know
Sharon
you're there.
Brown.
We know you're all there.
Yes.
But listen. Bye.
Thank you and take care.
Have a good day. What was the last thing?
Nothing.
Okay. Good.
Valencia.
Oh,
Hi,
Valencia.
you're
Hi.
there.
Okay, Valencia.
Good to see you.